Ready come, Omo Obi, number one, Omo Obi, number one, and we're on.
Yeah, welcome back. That was any folk Udo-Obong in Jamaica. He went to where it is done. But that was after he has gotten the goal. We're talking about Mufera leaving Somalia and going to England and going back to go and train. But here is a guy who has done it on the pitch. Here is a guy who has also, yes, with the mic, I could find out and I could, let us go and go to the source. He said, the aunt, go to the source. Last week, Annie was here. He said, when I do get that gold medal, the first place you are going to see it is on Channels Television. Some of you have seen gold medals on television. You've seen it on television. you see people wearing it, giving them. Some of you have also seen it close. You have never touched it. I am touching it now. This is a gold medal. And before this prize, I'm going to wear it because this is the best you could have. The creme de la creme. Right from Mount Olympus, where the gods descended, today. If you have to be the best in the world, that is where you have this. At that stage, where you are bigger than the World Cup, bigger than anything in this world, you start from the primary school, secondary school, universities, everywhere. Yes, okay. Here is the medal. Here is the ring. We can have a close-up of the medal. This is the gold medal. This is a gold medal. Anywhere in the world, it's a gold medal. It is the highest you can aspire as an athlete, what you can aspire for. And that is what we have here. So when we have so many negative things about this country, no, there are positives. And when we have it, we celebrate it. And we are celebrating not just the medal. Yes, wonderful. Let me see. Yes, is it better now? You see, that is the three. Those are the 5 rings. That tells you it is from their Athens. All right, my guys. Now, the man who caught C of this medal, the man who ran that race. We are going to show you that race again and again today, so you can appreciate from 4th to 1st how he did it. Any?
It's nice to be back. I'm happy to be back here.
Yes, and you said it's your medal. Yes, it's your medal. I have not taken it from you, but I felt the touch, and I know Kayode wants to see it. That's Kayode Tijani, and there's Samson Tijani. I don't know. Understand? Shamsuddin Tijani. Samson is Shamsin. We are all one. But that's Kayode Tijani. You all know him. So, renowned journalist.
Well, just to let you know that medal you are talking about, you are just touching it now.
Yes.
I was privileged, to have been there for that race,
Yeah, I know.
I don't think you've done any running to have had the privilege of touching this race.
No, I'm having it, not touching it. Okay, don't worry, Kayode is here, and then Shamsin is also, we are talking about, Shamsin we here because today we are looking at rewards and awards. He will tell about awards, there is Nigerian Legend Awards, and then that is endorsed by the National Sports Commission, Minister of Sports. No, you know why? Because we have these endorsements. There is one they call the Pitch Awards that by the Nigerian Football Federation, Nigerian Football Association. Yeah. There is another one that is endorsed by the Nigerian Olympic Committee. Of course, when you cannot stop rewarding people and whatever it is. But the federal government or the Sports Commission saying they want to start the Nigerian Legends Awards, Sports Legends Award. So also he will tell us that. But before we go on all that, today we are celebrating Eni and those Nigerians who did us proud. We can have that word over, but let us start from the rewards first. How did you feel being with the president on Wednesday?
Well, it was a big honor. It was a great honor. When you waited 13 years to be recognized by your country, it's never, like they say, it can be delayed, but it wasn't denied. And we felt very, very honored. We felt very, very elated. We were happy that at least we were called together and shown that the country appreciates whatever we did for them.
Okay. Yesterday we saw Ano Kagbari run that wonderful race. And then you are also very close to one of them who is no more with us, Bada. But Bada's wife was there. What lessons do we learn from this?
Well, very simple lesson. The lesson that everything shouldn't just be about football. And I was at Sydney. Fortunately for me then, the race was over. We at the stadium. Well, okay, let's see. Well, that's over. All of a sudden, we saw this man. What is he trying to do?
Can we see the race again? Can we
listen,
see that race? Why can let us see the race? Yes.
Ken, it did not make any logical sense.
Yes. Okay.
Normally, we've lost it. No problem. It happens, you know. All of a sudden, he was still in the race. You couldn't believe it. All of a sudden, what? Second. It was shocking to us. What? See, these are the moments sports is made of. I didn't listen. I'm a football man. Everybody knows me at football. But those are the what one athlete can do, what he did, what he and his team did, can be far bigger than what a whole football team will do. It just tells you exactly what you need to know. 30 years to me, it doesn't matter. It was just going to happen. Okay, I mean, you could talk about the fact that it was silver. Now it's gold. It was gold from the onset because immediately, they were caught. It was just it. So, but you see, the spirit of what he did was what we are talking about. If he had gone for third, that is silver.
It could have settled.
Like you said, gold at the Olympic Games is the biggest thing that an athlete can ever have.
Samson, we'll come to you, but Andy is still here. Andy, you are taking us through this race. Can you take us through this race?
Oh, yes. At the moment, from what is going there, that's Jude Moye running the second lap, the second leg. At this point in time, our own ambition was just to stay as close as possible to the American team. And we felt that we could run very well. We were not even expecting to win anything. But fourth position was a step up for us. We were ahead of Australia, which was the host team. We were ahead of Great Britain, which was the mighty team. We were ahead of Poland, which always has a very good relay team. So at this point, we were very happy about it. When the baton was given to Bada at fourth position too, there was a kind of twin within us. Bada had run two very tough races in the rounds of the 400, and he had complained a little bit of a slight cramp on his leg. And we held our position. We said, okay, well, let's get the baton round. And I will confess to you that I was there watching the race, but I didn't see anything now. The crowd, the atmosphere, I of course didn't see. I was just hoping and wishing that the baton got to me. I was full of confidence, and I was angry at this point in time. I was angry because Michael Johnson was given a lot of treatment that we didn't get. So I felt calm. All I did was wait for the baton and allow the others to go.
Have you taken the baton
now? Yes,
now?
I've just received the baton.
Okay.
And I allowed the others to go. I felt calm. Then I now remembered Coach Senebonike had told me that once you receive the baton, do not panic. Don't rush to be in front. If anybody's ahead of you, don't try to overtake. Just look at the pace and keep to the pace. If the pace is comfortable for you, I should stay with the pace. So I looked ahead of me. I'd seen that the great Michael Johnson was gone, and I said, okay, let him go. We don't have time for him. He is not in this race. So we got to the curve, and then the others started opening a gap ahead of me. And that's when I said, oh my God, I must do something. At this point, I tried to run faster. I was tired.
You are still 40.
Then suddenly I looked up. I saw that the two of them in front of me were competing for a space and left the inner lane empty. And I said, this is my chance. I must take it now. So I kept on running. And just at the point of the line, I now crossed past them through.
Wow.
So it was amazing at that point. Jude shouted. I didn't even know my position then, but I thought it was second or third. What was it? And Jude said, it's silver, it's silver. Before I knew, they had jumped on me. They had pushed me to the floor, and then the rest is history.
Yes. And I mean, at the Sydney Olympic Games, Marion Jones, Cathy Freeman, Michael Johnson, those were the three.
Okay.
You know what? You were
no. Carry on, I'm cutting you off. You just went through the race now. My brothers, we are opening the lines immediately. I mean, I want you to react to what you have just seen. The lines will be open. Let us hear your thought, and let us, for once, when it's time for us to say thank you, let us know how to say it well. Yeah, that is why we are here today. The lines are there. Let us hear you while we move on.
I was just saying that, after the race at the hotel, all the journalists were like, you know what? Let's forget about what happened now. Just imagine if NF York had gotten the baton at the same time as Michael Johnson. Now, what would have happened? We were like, that would have been nice.
But he was too young then to face Michael Jackson.
No, I don't. Michael Johnson, you don't know. You don't
Jackson
know.
is a legend.
You see,
It has nothing to do with age.
The youthfulness was an advantage because it is after the race, going back analyzing, I knew the caliber of people that were running. I knew that Christopher Brown and the rest. I didn't know anybody. I just wanted to run. I knew Michael Johnson. It was there. Yeah. But when you don't know anybody, you go with a blind mind. You're not
You're not in
intimidated.
that mode, yes.
But by the time you know people, you start looking at their records and say, oh, this man has done this has done this. But then I didn't know anybody. And that's why it's always good sometimes to get the fresh legs. I remember before the race when we were going to the Sunday Bad and Clement Chuko said, do you know who this is? This is this person. This. I said, I don't want to know anybody. I really don't want to know anybody.
You don't want to be intimidated?
No, we're just going to run.
Okay. All right. Let me come to Shamsuddin.